What's up, Video City? We're still here in Times Square. I'm going to send it to Big Spirit now, right across the street. And she is here with Doe Dimaggio. The name sounds familiar? Check this interview out. Video City, take it away.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Big Spirit, and I'm hanging out with Doe Dimaggio. Doe, what's up? How you doing?
I'm great. So, World Video City, MCs, dancers, I'm here.
I'm happy to have you here. Where you from?
I'm from Queens. I'm from that part where, you know, LaGuardia Airport and where the walk through, when people walk past to go to work. I live on the other side, so like Dip Mars over there. That's where the sound coming from.
All right, shout out to Queens. Doe, I'm loving your name. Why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, well, I wanted a name that represents New York. So basically, my favorite sports is football and baseball. So I didn't want a video game name. I was sitting around one day. I said, video game's kind of corny. So I said, Doe Dimaggio is kind of like my personality. And I basically took it. It's spelled DOE-DIMMAGGIO. 2 G's, 2 M's, no disrespect to Joe.
All right, so he's named after a legend. Doe, why don't you tell me, what made you get into music?
Okay, well, basically in New York, you gotta move around. You know, if you live in New York, it gets expensive. So basically, there was some hard times about 10 years ago, and I had to go to Jersey. I stayed with one of my friends, and he basically knew somebody that knew the boxer, Floyd Mayweather. He was doing music. This was about 10 years ago. So basically, they said, I played them some tapes. I was already making beats, but I wasn't rapping yet. So basically, they said I wasn't ready. So I was like, okay, because I thought I was ready. So then, basically, just a couple, months later, I was just looking around trying to find out to get on open mics. And basically, they had this thing called Summer Stage, which is in Central Park, all over the boroughs. So I decided to go to Central Park, check one of them out. And basically, these guys came on, that host. They had these black shirts called End of the Week. So week spelled W-E-A-K, like strong week. And basically, a guy came out the back that was part of their crew, said that we're the longest open mic, basically. They called EO Dub, End of the Week. So I basically didn't go to that. They was having an after party for the show. But 5 months later, I went, and then that's how I got into writing. You know what I'm saying? I got in the open mic, and here I am.
That's good. I'm glad you stuck with it. A lot of music can be born out of the struggle, and it takes time to, maybe not be the best when you get started, but the more you put your time in, you get better and better. And now you're here now with some upcoming projects. Talk to us about that.
Okay. All right, I got a project called The Return of the Towers and Ramasiana, The Language of the Thug. All right, September 11th, this is the perfect time to do Return of the Towers. And here I am. My song is called Stand and Deliver. I got 2 or 3 more videos coming after that on this project. And then the next project is Ramasiana, The Language of the Thug. So I like to stay busy, so I do like 2 projects at the same time. But they're done. Those 2 projects are done, so now I'm working on 2 more right now. I haven't named them yet, but I like to do like that. I call them projects. I don't call them albums because they're not official. So my projects be 15 to 20 songs.
All right, so Doe stays booked and busy. We're about to get into his video now. Stand and Deliver. Doe, go ahead and shout the people out.
Oh yeah, I want to get a shout out to Weeway, New Jersey, Kyrie, Thomas. They helped me survive out there. Weehawken, New Jersey. Long Island, Hempstead Avenue, the Courtesy Hotel, the Dirty Kurt, if anybody knows about it. But that's how I was moving around, and I got into hip hop like that. So, I just had to shout that out.
Of course, I feel you. Let's get into that video, Stand and Deliver.
Dirt Boys, Indie. New York, claims the trophy. shit changed. I spit things. Doe Daddy, your fan within stains. When I came around, I hung with those chains. Broken with your name and fuck, forget names. Only nigga in the street, respected with new cane. You carry it the same, hardcore like sing. You gonna feel me, son, you gonna have to. Lolo Jones running things from my bedroom. Damn right, these should do it. White girl cells mess up that brain fluid. Either on that grand concourse, I can't do it. Niggas walk New York, and won't shoot shit. I'm trying to bust a swag or something, sell some grams or something. Yo, daddy, I don't brag for nothing. Boys in the crowd keep their bodies bumping. Ain't the type that would greet you with a hug.
Summer come through and deliver.
But you don't want it with dough.
Summer come through and deliver.
Ain't the type that would greet you with a hug.
Summer come through and deliver.
But you don't want it with dough.
Summer come through.
Niggas best get used to living 6 seconds. Girls be like, he got popped for being reckless. But when he was alive, he damn sure meant business. Then arrive on that ass stick ship business. Of course it's a beat. Of course in the melons out. Of course it's a beat. Time for Doe Daddy's house. She love the way I poke it, by the way I spoke it. I got that US open now. This Miss Williams just bagged, so get used to camouflage and dog tags. A soldier here, boy, then he will fold you up. Tonight she bends over in my truck. What? Real killers make fake ones run a duck. For all that ride.
Summer come through.
To my Queens live niggas geeking. That's how it be like All-Star Week. Ain't the type that would greet you with a hug.
Summer come through and deliver.
But you don't want it with dough.
Summer come through and deliver.
Ain't the type that would greet you with a hug.
Summer come through and deliver.
But you don't want it with dough.
Summer come through.
Coming at you.
America's nightmare.
Incredibly raw.
Summer come through.
I'm not a carbon copy. I claim the East. You bother me, you better stick to claiming the street. Sit here to manipulate these so-called beats. Born to uppercut these so-called freaks. Oh yeah, I can't believe you 12 deep. Your style ain't missing. Oh good, yeah, it's walkabout. You get promoted to killers like a nigga with a slingshot. It's like a nigga with a slingshot. Now try airing you out, I think's not. The style's rewarding, it seems like you smoke rocks ever since I was a child. I play and spit hot, now look here, how many hits they got? None indeed, a couple of opponents and face them with great speed. Around the way they used to confuse me with Trey Lee. It's party time, but that's really son. This is NYC, can't do a damn thing to me. If you with it, then we can depart and get it. If that's all you got, career's finished, I'm the referee. And that next rude boy, get it? That brother from New York, damn, walked in, invented this, damn. How can you dare stand there? The owner, always get a bone in here. Some exposure, 2 chicks to lick it round, yeah.
Summer come through.
Rhyme and fitting, like the space between 2 points. Body the beat like beef in the streets. Dirt boys envy.
Summer come through.
Ain't the type. Body the beat. Dimaggio.
Summer come through. Summer come through. Summer come through. Summer come through. Summer
Written on
come
us.
through. Summer come through.
This crooks and stuff. Off the block to the club. I came here to smoke it up. I roll up, you roll up. Car systems be bumping us. Risk ain't thick, chains click clack. B4D, D don't sleep.
All right, Video City, I hope you guys are still tuned in with me in Times Square. Up next, we're going to send it all the way to Italy now. Here is Mariah Christie with her hot new single, Angel. Video City, take it away.
Never knew you are my life. Never knew you by my side. 'Cause you are an angel by my side. And I will believe it. And I can see that. I feel my way inside. I feel my way. Never heard your voice inside. I didn't listen to your heart. The light you are, an angel by my side. And now I know I need you, and I can't lose you. I feel my way inside. I feel my way, I feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way inside. I never dreamed the way to fly. I feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way before. I never dreamed the way to fly. You are an angel by my side. I never told your love is right. I never told I hold you tight. The light you are, an angel by my side. And now I know I need you, and I can see you. I feel my way inside. I feel my way, I feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way inside. I never dreamed the way to fly. I feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way before. I never dreamed the way to fly. You are an angel by my side. Now I only know the meaning of this day. I only know the meaning of this life. It's not for us. All we can do to change this hate for love. We only have to listen to this chance. Feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way inside. I never dreamed the way to fly. I feel my way. I dreamt my way. I never felt my way before. I never dreamed the way to fly. You are an angel by my side.
All right, Video City, up next here is a Zoom interview with my girl Krystal in Kintz, representing Pittsburgh. Video City, take it away.
All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for another segment of Video City. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Kintz. He's going to dive into his story. Yes, we are so excited to have you. He's going to tell us what inspired him to get into his music and his relationship with his fans, and we're just so excited to connect with him. Kintz, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a thrill to be here.
So, Kintz, can you tell us the type of music you do, when you started making music? Give us that classic backstory.
Well, I've been doing music since about 2016. My music influences other Pittsburgh artists. Like, people tell me I sound like Mac Miller pretty often. Sometimes I get I got that Wiz Khalifa vibe to it. But mostly I got Juice WRLD vibes going because I listened to him for a straight 3 years straight and nobody else. So because of that, his style of music just kind of got twisted into mine. And yeah, there's nothing I could really do about that. People will say oh, you're biting styles, this, and that. But they don't understand, if you listen to someone repetitively, they're automatically just going to get combined into your own style. And there's nothing you could do about that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you take great artists and you listen to their greatest works and you evolve as an artist and produce something that is your own, but it's influenced by them. Is that correct?
100,000% correct. Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So before I had the pleasure of chatting with you, I'm just so interested in your creative process and what music has done for you. Like, dive into the writing process. Tell us what your music is really about.
My music would be about past relationship type things. A lot of it was an inspiration from like a lot of dating problems with my exes, women in general. So based off of that, people like to label my music as like misogynistic a lot of the times, but they haven't lived through what I've lived through. So I just speak on the environment that I live in and the things I go through. And unfortunately, it wasn't too good for me on the dating aspect of things. So that's kind of what made me into an artist today. All the bad times I've had with women and proving my haters wrong. And everybody that's known me since then knows that's exactly what did it too.
Listen, before I continue, I know everyone watching, they're going to wonder this. So let me jump into this. I didn't prep you for this one, Kintz. Are you single right now?
I am single right now. Big surprise, right?
No, the ladies, we got to let the ladies know. And as you're saying, okay, so you express yourself. So I'm assuming it's a form of therapy for you. So, so tell us about that therapy, that creative release. What does that mean to Kints?
Well, I definitely be going through depression a good bit of the time. And I don't go see a therapist and I don't turn to drugs or anything. And I really try not to make drinking my coping mechanism because that usually just makes things worse. Mm-hmm. So I just spend my time venting in the studio and getting all my emotions out that way. And people tell me time and time again that they can hear it through my music. Because, I mean, that's definitely where all my emotions are going. I mean, they're not going to drug use or anything else like that. So
it sounds like a very creative coping mechanism. And it's that release.
Creative and healthy coping mechanism. That's how I would say it, I guess.
Yeah, we're all for creating art around here, using our emotions to create art. So as you were saying, some people might find your music misogynistic. In
general, they get offended in general because of just how confident I am and the egotistic. I call it musician's ego.
Okay.
Musicians just be like super confident and some be a little bit too cocky sometimes. And when I started making music, I was definitely really cocky, like way too cocky for the level of like how talented I was back then. But yeah, that's a big reason why a lot of people hated me, because I thought I was the absolute shit and I was just not it. Like I listen to some of my old stuff like these days and I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing. But like, I really think I can put my music together really well. And in a way, I kind of put a spell on my listeners because like, yeah, like I was telling my friend that today, actually, like my DJ, he was like playing with my like songs and stuff. And like, you know, for our like shows and stuff, he wants to like practice and, you know, and, yeah, he said my songs are getting stuck in his head, like playing over and over and over again. And I'm like, well, I do be telling people it puts a spell on them. So, because like my sale point isn't like super lyrical, spiritual type lyrics. You know what I mean? It's actually like, I just like to be catchy. I like to be real catchy. I like to be that song that plays in your head all day and doesn't go away.
They irk me. Couple in the past done fucking hurt me. They irk me. A couple in the past done fucking hurt me. They irk me. Couple in the past done fucking hurt me.
luck, it all goes downhill. No, I ain't gonna chill. I'm gonna snap a hoe in half, then I'ma count hella cash, cause I'm gonna be famous. Why you still fucking with the lamest? Only got winners in my circle. Fuck boy, pull up your pants. Steve Urkel, say you're making moves, but you're going slow as a turtle, worthless like Hercule, murder with verbals. I'm rapping circles around you, bad bitches. I'm a pound too. We can go a few rounds, boo. I don't get tired. Word to my supplier, bad hoes for hire. Gotta be fire, or I don't fuck with you. I got some issues, bitch. Grab your tissues. Baby, I'm a heartbreaker, ballin' like the Lakers. Get on my bad side, I light up like a lightsaber. Luke Skywalker, I'm a shit talker. We can go kick it like we playing soccer. Rearranging guts like I'm a Dr. Thirsty. Oh, here's some water. Pull on my dick and do the helicopter. Take that bitch to Burger King and get a Whopper. She ain't nothing special, I pull up in my vessel. Baby, I'm extra, yeah, I said I'm next, bruh. Cheesing like I'm Chester, chasing this bag like I'm Sylvester. With Tweety Bird, haven't you heard? Kint's the next big thing. Heard the money coming in when cha-ching. Hitting these beats to see what my future brings. Irk me, a couple in the past done fucking hurt me, but I don't give a fuck now. Soon they gonna bow down, gonna be king of the whole town. What an achievement, killing all my haters, labor letting her breathe, man. Ho swallow my semen, coming from the cement all the way to the penthouse, cause I like the view. Wasn't fuck with me at first, well excuse you. I know I got better, no, I'ma get the cheddar. Cliche rhymes, it happens all the time, but I add a little pizzazz to the mix. Looking for a bad chick, but I'm done trying to have fun crying over me. When you realize I'm more than I'm ready to believe. When my goals are well achieved, you won't be getting a single slice of the cheese. Won't be getting a single slice of the cheese. Stop throwing stones at my glass house. I just wanna bone and feel up under your blouse. I'm stacking this clout, trying to get out this hellhole. Homie got life at elbow, bad hoe go down low. Don't waste my fucking time out here on my fucking grind. Looking for a dime piece in the northeast. So freaky, I'ma need a priest to perform an exorcism. My fallen soldiers, man, I really miss them. All dead or in prison, locked up, played the victim. Been do what you thinking, I gotta start shrinking my peers. So I pulled out my scissors, disconnected from nine misses and misstairs. I don't care, this life is unfair. Sit down, bitch, I got you a chair. Yeah. Gotta be shitting me, haters trying to get rid of me, pitifully so typical. Hating on some fold, chasing the dreams, you're so original. But homie, my ship is unsinkable. Now that I'm away, it's been a couple days. Yeah, I'm about to drown soon, nobody gonna be safe. No Illuminati, I won't be a slave. Bad hoe go down low. They irk me. A couple in the past, done for couple in the past. They irk me.
All right, Video City, up next, I have another Zoom interview with my girl, Krystal, and Kevon Tyree, representing Las Vegas. Video City, take it away.
All right, thank you for joining us. Today, Video City has the pleasure of interviewing Kevon Tyree, and he's going to tell us, yes, we're so excited to have you. Yes. We've been waiting for this. So today I get to sit down with him via Zoom and ask him some hard-hitting questions about the music he's making, what's coming up next, and just some fun, interesting facts about Kev. Are you ready?
I am down and I am super excited. Thank you again for you guys being down and putting my song, well, actually our song, shout out to DJ J Bray. I never want to ignore him because if it wasn't for his music, I wouldn't have made what I made for us to be here in the first place. So thank you for giving us that opportunity to be here on the show.
Wow. See, I always love when people are able to give others credit because we don't do anything exactly by ourselves, right? So I love to hear that. Okay, so can you tell our audience what type of music Kev is making, folks you're collaborating with? Like, what are you doing in 2021?
Well, I live in Vegas, so we're recording here at my spot here. And my day job, I guess you could say, is I am a lounge singer. So basically cover songs, doing a lot of that, going to various casinos and resorts and venues, bouncing around and making them get them drinks, baby. You know, that kind of thing. So, you know, get more drinks, you know. But I love it, obviously. But so when the pandemic came through, I wanted to concentrate on more of my writing and collaborating with other people. And I was lucky enough to kind of do that with DJ J Bray and some other artists I'll get to shortly. My style of music is more like R&B, kind of a, I guess you'd call it 90s hip hop, because that's kind of like where I get into that thing, you know, like the hip hop beat, but it's real slow and sultry and kind of stuff. Like, I like that kind of stuff. I kind of gravitate to that more. But with everything going on, I wanted to expand who I write with and look for different people and not just do the R&B thing, just to show that I'm a songwriter and I'm a lyricist and not just seen in one particular lane. So I ended up getting with DJ J Bray, who's an old friend. We've known each other for 10 years. He's a progressive house DJ. He had residencies around town, and he does stuff with his own company overseas and around the country. He had a great song. It motivated me. It inspired me to write something with him. Once I made the time to do it, I knocked it out, I think, in like an hour, got the whole song done. And then I read it to him on Instagram in a live feed. I recorded the video, and he was just like, yo. So he was like, yo, let's get this. So within 6 months of that, we was at his house, we were recording it. And then obviously he had other stuff he had to deal with. He was moving, blah, blah, blah. Then COVID came. Luckily by then I was able to get with other people I can record with. So we finally were able to get that finished. And here it is. So hopefully everyone will like it. And I'm looking to get back into the R&B thing next year and start recording. I'm looking to collaborate with more people. They're the DJ duo named Force Control. I'm looking to get into soon. They're the German rapper singer named Joe Lingden from Germany. And we're looking to have a collaboration out in 2022. So I'm just trying to stay busy as much as possible.
Oh, wow. So you just said a lot, but the artist, the creative,
I did say a lot.
You did.
Yeah. Don't mind me. Jabberjaws. My fault.
It's all about you. It's all about you. But what I'm really curious about is the fact that you're so big into songwriting, and you kind of wanted that to be known that you're a songwriter in the industry with people you work with. That's where your heart is. It's not necessarily a genre as much as you're tied to storytelling, writing, and all that good stuff. Right. Can you dive into your creative process, Kev? Can you tell us what that looks like for you?
I've always felt like the music should speak to you in some form or fashion. Should say it paints a story or an outline of a story. Like one of my songs, Cool, it just spoke to me of what story that was going to be. I didn't have an idea what it was going to be. It just led me to say it could be about this, or it feels like this. And then I flushed that out. Other songs just speak to you immediately, and you just kind of knock that out.
All right, Video City, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in with me right here in Times Square. It was such a pleasure. Remember, we're #1 because the street says so. Video City, take it away.